大谷翔平選手29が現地時間13日のレンジャーズ戦に2番指名打者でフル出場。3戦連発とならずでした。本日は悔しい思いをしたドジャースについて詳しく語っている番組がありましたので、そちらの翻訳をお届けいたします。それではご覧ください。
Carl's Jr. moment of the game actually happened before the game. Yes, another significant step taken by Clayton Kershaw in his recovery from shoulder surgery. He threw his third simulated game. This one went 3 innings. Miguel Rojas, Chris Taylor were among the hitters that Clayton faced, and Kersh sat 88 to 89 miles an hour, mixed in some changeups, some two-seamers as well. But it was great to hear Dave Roberts, Jerry, say before the game, Clayton looks like he is ahead of schedule. We've heard Clayton say in the past that the shoulder feels great. So all of this is such very encouraging news, and the fact that we might be able to see him back on the mound here at Dodger Stadium sometime next month.
You know, when pitchers have those sim games, yes, it's very important to have those innings, but it's more about the up and downs, the recovery, especially after. He says he feels great. I love the buildup. I know he's sitting at 88, 89. That is not important. That velocity will be there when he starts his rehab assignment and then comes back to the big leagues. There's nothing like big league energy. He understands that. More importantly, he feels great. Get a veteran guy for the second half of the season that knows how to pitch in big games. Can't wait to see it.
I mean, definitely, this is all encouraging. I mean, as Dodger fans, right, how excited are we to just see Clayton Kershaw, even though it's not in the game, him on the hill and throwing the game and throwing again. And then the other thing is him feeling well and in the right direction as far as his recovery is concerned. You know, we always look at ahead as the season's progressing. The Dodgers front office is always looking ahead, and we're always talking about, okay, that trade deadline, the potential the Dodgers at the trade deadline could get Clayton Kershaw right around that time.
Bobby Miller
in your rotation. You got Bobby Miller. That I think he might even be maybe just a little bit earlier than that, which would also be all of that coming in is always a great sign. So hopefully it keeps going in the right direction.
Max Muncy as well. Don't forget about Max Muncy. Need to get him healthy.
All right, Dodgers wind up losing tonight's game 3-1 to the Texas Rangers. Let's head inside and hear from the skipper, Dave Roberts, right now.
Dave, in game 1 of this series, obviously the offense took off. And the last 2, how have you seen just the offense be a little bit more limited, and how do you kind of have to find ways to manage just those kind of ups and downs?
Tonight, tonight I thought, we were putting the ball in play. Lorenzen doesn't strike guys out. I thought we hit some balls hard and couldn't threaten. Certainly, he was efficient with his pitches, certainly getting through the 7th inning, threatened in that 8th inning, and then, had the guys we wanted up to bat. And, Robertson found his way to punch the side out again, same 3 guys, and, made pitches when he needed to. So, it's frustrating. You got to use leverage guys in a down game, just kind of where we're at with the pen and the pitching. But, we got to come back tomorrow and find a way to get back to winning.
With the bullpen, then, how did you see them just kind of just navigate through their lineup? And as much as they did give up a couple runs early in the game, they still found ways to limit the offense when it came to the Rangers.
Yeah, I thought they did a nice job. Obviously Michael opened and some couple grounders and soft contact flare that got him. Wasn't really sharp, and Yarbs wasn't sharp, but found a way to navigate 3 innings and giving up 1 run. The walks uncharacteristic, and the guys after that were very good. So feel good about tomorrow as far as having some guys, most guys available. Going to need a good one from Gavin tomorrow, which he's done consistently for us. But the bullpen tonight did a nice job. Yeah, I thought, I got to go back and look at him. I thought Ohtani, expanded the zone at the top, below. I thought Freddie competed, had a good at-bat, and he made a pitch. And I thought Mookie, I think the best pitch he had was that first pitch curveball, and so it was good to, Kevin got a hit by pitch, and Austin blocks the ball the other way, and we started an inning, created some stress, and unfortunately we just couldn't push it across.
How surprising is it to see what Robertson has done to the top of your order these last 2 nights?
Yeah, it hasn't happened very often that a guy can come in and punch those three guys out, and to do it back-to-back nights. I know we haven't seen it this year, so you got to give him credit too.
How surprised were you not to get anything going against Lorenzen? Like you said, there were plenty of hard contact.
Yeah, I was, and it was a lot of cutters, some change-ups in there, and some breaking pitches. But yeah, I think we punched twice, and there were some balls hard. There were some bad outs in there. But I just felt that tonight, we had a chance to build some innings. We would have had a chance to build some innings, and we just couldn't do that tonight.
Bobby Miller had his rehab start this evening. Did you see the results and kind of?
I saw the results. Results weren't good. Velocity, all that stuff was good, but I haven't seen it. I just saw the line score, so I'm sure we'll have a conversation. But I expect him to make his next start with us.
For the second straight night, we heard Dave Roberts talking about it. David Robertson strikes out Mookie, Shohei, and Freddie. No pitcher in baseball has done that even once this season. We will hear from Shohei coming up. Tonight's Arco top-tier stat line, no more. It is Andy Pages' 7th home run of the season, tied for second most among National League rookies behind Michael Busch of the Cubs, former Dodger.
I mean, Andy Pages, he gets a ball that he can handle. Great swing. We talk about the season. We can see some of the growing pains that he's having, but the key to it is that he's learning and he's making adjustments. And guess what? That doesn't stop. It's going to have to continue to adjust and continue to learn. Good signs so far by Andy Pages. Keep doing your thing.
Texas Rangers beat the Dodgers in the series finale 3-1 the final. Let's head inside the clubhouse and hear from Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei, the last two nights, Robertson has been able to get the top of the order. What were you seeing from him, and what just allowed him to be so effective against you all this evening?
2夜連続ロバーツソンの担ぎは結構抑えられていると思うんですけども、何か特別なことをされているんですかと、何か特徴があることがありますか？はい、そうですね。
どうなんですかね、データ通りのピッチングというか、特別変わったことはもちろんしてないとは思いますけど、こちら側の僕の打席、特にアプローチが噛み合ってないのかなとは思います。
Yeah, there's nothing really surprising as the data kind of lays him out. He's just been able to execute the pitches and just getting me outs.
Did you feel like you were expanding the zone tonight, or did you feel like it was just some really good pitches and he got you?
今晩はちょっとボール球にスイングしているのか、そのいい球を投げられて抑えられているのか、どちらだと思いますか？
そうなんですけど、コーナーのピッチングは基本的には多いとは思うので、それがストライクになっているかどうかはだいぶ違いますし、今日の打席でいうならどちらかというとそのコーナーのピッチングがストライクになっている、ケースの方が多かったかなと思います。
He's been able to execute side to side. Some pitches, pretty close. Some pitches maybe not exactly a strike, but overall he's been able to execute pretty well.
Why were you guys having such a hard time with Lorenzen tonight? I assume you're fairly familiar with him, right?
ロレンゾンに対してちょっと苦戦していると思うんですけども、過去に対戦している中、何か苦戦しているところあるんですかねと。
バランスよく投げてもちろん来てるなっていう、いいピッチングだったなとは思いますけど、みんなでも打球速度もしっかり出てましたし、捉えるところはしっかり捉えてたとは思うので、どちらか横にずれてれば抜けるような打球が結構多かったのかなとは印象的には思ってます。
He's been able to mix his pitches really well throughout the outing, but we've been able to actually hit the ball pretty hard, and it could have been a matter of a couple of inches here and there. So, yeah.
How would you guys miss home runs the last couple nights? But overall, the last few weeks have not been, the numbers have not been very good. What are you going through?
2夜連続でホームラン打ってましたけども、その前の数週間はなかなか打ててなくて、何かどのような過程を通ってるんですかねと、バッティングに関して。
長いシーズンなのでいい時もあれば悪い時もあるのはその通りなんですけど、良くても悪くても次の試合より良くなるように一打席一打席みんな考えている、自分自身も考えてますし、みんな考えていると思うので、良くない時っていうのは余計にそういうことは考えると思いますけど、何が自分にとって大事なのかというか、 良くなるために必要なことを毎打席毎打席反省しながら次につなげれたらいいかなと思ってます。
And there's always going to be stretches of ups and downs. As a team, personally, obviously, when things aren't going well, that's the time when we really put everything under a microscope. So it's my approach has been the same, just being able to put up quality at bats.
Next up for Andy Pages and the Dodgers, the Kansas City Royals will be coming to town tomorrow night. They're a fun team to watch. We'll look ahead and more coming up on Access. Number of relievers to get those 8 strikeouts. The most was by Yarbrough. He had 3 punch-outs in this game. Dodgers had 1 golden opportunity in this game. It came in the 8th inning. They had 1st and 3rd, nobody out, Nomar, and David Robertson was able to work that magic again.
Yeah, he comes in, and obviously the first batter he hits, but he still was ahead. And then you get a couple of guys on. You got Austin Barnes, excellent job. What do you want to do? We talk about bottom line. Find a way to get on so you can get to the top of the lineup. And here's Mookie Betts. You come in, you know this guy's going to throw strikes. Like I said, it was just one bad pitch, but it was a backdoor foot slider that hits Biggio. But there you go, you get a slider that kind of breaks over the middle plate. Then you get a fastball in the inner half and another cutter right there. He gets Mookie Betts on 3 pitches. And then now you have Shohei gets a fastball in. All right, it's in off the plate. Here he misses the ball up in the zone and then gets another on 3 pitches. So he gets the top 2 guys on 3 pitches. Freddie Freeman, are you gonna 3 pitches here? He turns on this one. This is one where Freddie's frustrated at. There was a mistake over the middle of the plate. We talked about early on. Freddie in June hasn't really been missing those pitches, and then he fouls one off. And that was honestly, that last pitch was arguably probably the best pitch that David Robertson had. And when you look at it, that was a pretty nasty pitch to get him swing and miss. But those other ones, there are times where it looked like they were potentially hittable pitches. Listen, it's easier to say as you're watching here than you're standing in the batter's box. But at the same time, when you go back and you're going, man, what caused me maybe to freeze on certain pitches? And man, how do I just miss some of those? But really hard to believe, but he did it 2 days in a row. Tip your hat. He was able to get the top of their lineup out like that.
That's what's crazy about it. D-Rob did it 2 days in a row. We haven't seen that all season long. I will take Mookie, obviously Shohei, and Freddie back to back to back in any situation. And listen, you look at Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. I saw a stat the other night. Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman, top 5 since 1974. So they had this stat in runners in scoring position. Freddie Freeman, career 334 runners in scoring position. Mookie Betts, 331. I want those guys at the plate along with Shohei Ohtani. It's just one of these days, plural, back-to-back nights. It happens, but we want those guys up in big situations.
Absolutely. Dodgers fall to the Rangers 3-1 in the series finale. If you haven't yet voted for your favorite Dodgers for the All-Star game, what are you waiting for? Just go to Dodgers.com right now and vote. More reaction from the Ravine coming up. Friday nights, the upstart Kansas City Royals will be in town. Gavin Stone gets the ball for the series opener. He beat the Yankees last time out in the Bronx. Stone leads the Dodgers, Nomar, in wins and ERA. So what will we be looking for out of him tomorrow night?
More of the same. I mean, to be quite honest with you, he has looked outstanding. I mean, he is calm, cool, collective on the hill. We see him getting better and better with each outing. He's understanding himself. He is trusting his pitches. He has been dynamic, and hopefully he continues. And what I really love, he's been going deep in the games, and after a bullpen game, hopefully we can have another one of those.